What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going over part 2 of the Ja Morant jersey. Let's go ahead and hop into the video. Now moving on to the shorts. Now with the shorts is going to be the same exact process. I'm going to be going over it a little quicker than I did the jersey because it's the same principles, and just follow along. And if I'm going too fast, go ahead and stop. Don't be afraid to stop the video and rewatch it until you get your garment how you want it looking. Alright, so how I like to do this is start from right here and go a little bit down to right there. Actually want to put the original fabric on it. So you want to hit A and you want to put a point right here. Then you want to hit select the point, C, curve it up a little bit, curve it down. I know it looks a little funny, but we're gonna edit this, so don't worry. Actually gonna make this a little straight and bring this in just a little bit like that. Okay, so now symmetric pattern. Boom, boom, drop that down just a little bit, then copy and paste. There we go, symmetric pattern with sewing. There we go, and then you want to sew. So the thing about the pants, it's not like the front where you directly doing side to side. So the first one you want to do boom, boom, right? And this side you want to do to the back. And then like this, and then these, boom. So now you should have 4 pieces. Then you want to hit Shift F. And then you want to fix your arrangement points like that. There you go. All right, now before we actually simulate this, because we don't want this garment to interfere with the jersey, what we're gonna do is select, hit Z, and select all the pattern pieces. And we're gonna scroll down to the property editor, and we're gonna put this on -1 layer. Right? So the reason we put it on -1 is that the jersey is going to go to the front while the pants is going to go to the back. Now we're almost ready to simulate, but one last thing we have to do. So go ahead and hit X and click these 2 lines. Then you want to go up to the elastic. The elastic is like a waistband, so the pants is not falling while we're editing it. You want to click elastic. 10 is good, but I like to do 15, and then go ahead and 95 for the ratio. So now we should be good, fingers crossed. Hit simulate. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to select this, and we're actually going to bring down the particle distance to about 15. There you go. Now we have a little bit more room to work with. Now for the pattern, I'm going to just extend this out just a little bit. You want to use the curve tool. Bring this in. So I know right now it looks a little funny. So let's go look at our references. So we actually want to get it to look exactly like these over here. So then we want to grab this, we want to make that straight and then curved, and then this one should be good. All right, there we go. All right, the shorts looking decent. If you want to make them a little longer, go ahead and right click this. There we go. We're actually going to hide the jersey so we can complete the shorts. Want to hit Z, boom, right click, hide 3D pattern. All right, hit OK. So this is not bad. We actually need to lift this up just a little bit. Drop the elastic ratio. So click the lines again. About the 86 should be good. So we see how this is. We actually want to angle this up. If we look at our reference, it's a slight angle up here. There we go. Now it's looking like gym shorts. And we just want to make it a little bit longer. So now that we have our base shape done, you just want to make sure that it fits, it looks good and everything. Then moving on, if you look right here to our reference images, you see that we also have stripes going on the front and we also have stripes going on the back. It's the same process like we did for the jersey, but this one has a little more curve, so it's a little more work that we're gonna have to do for it. So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing we want to do is make that first line. We're actually gonna do it with the internal polygon line. Boom, that, and then straight across. Oh yeah, and the same thing we did, we have to remove the linked editing. So go ahead and copy, go ahead and select both of them, remove linked editing. All right, so we want to take this, convert the curve. All right, so once you have your pattern done, you want to remove the link editing. Then we can start on the stripes. So you want to go up here and hit internal polygon line right here down. Now you see how this is angling up. We actually want to bring this down just a little bit. Then you want to click this point, convert the curve point. There you go. It's going to look a little wonky, but don't worry. Take V, put a point right there. Make sure we remove linked editing. All right, so we want this internal line to be a little closer because we need to make that white stripe in between them. So we're going to take this and just drag it over just a little bit. till it's lined up. Fix this a little bit, drag it over a little bit more. That's a little thick, so we're gonna drag it over a little more. All right, that's much better. Make sure it looks good. Then you want to extend pattern outline. There you go. So what we're gonna have to do on this one is copy and paste it and just edit these upward. All right, there we go. That's looking good. That's looking good. So now we want to do that 2 more times. All right, so these lines are a little thick, but that's all right. So we want to select them, select the endpoints, right click, extend trim pattern outline. Now we don't want to do the extra work to do the back. So what we're going to do is actually just duplicate this. Click the lines. We're going to hit copy, mirror paste. Zoom in a little bit so you can get that better adjustment. There we go. And then you want to right click, extend trim pattern out. Now once you got this complete, let's work on the other side, because if you look, there's a stripe going right here and then there's a stripe going over it there. So right here, go ahead and delete this one. You want to go to external polygon line, line it up as best as you can and make that first line. There we go. That looks good. Then you want to offset as internal line. You can always adjust it. Then pattern outline. Then we want to extend it again. Offset as internal line. Gonna do like 15. Gonna do 10 times 2. All right, there we go. Just to see how they line up. Okay, we need to drop these down just a little bit. So then right click, extend, trim the pattern outline. Let's just take a quick pause and just see what we've done so far. So right now we just made each individual stripes. It's the same process, and now we gotta do the backside, which is madly easy. We're gonna copy and mirror paste. There you go. Make sure they're all lined up. All right, that's looking nice, looking nice, looking nice. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, do the fun part, which is cut and sew. Actually, let's fix these a little bit. Make sure these line up. There we go. Want to select all the lines and hit right click, cut and sew. Yes. Add our material, the knit prime. Blue to blue, light blue to light blue. There we go. We're almost complete. If you're still watching this video, I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like and leave a comment if you're enjoying. I appreciate everyone who's tuned into this video. All right, let's continue with the video. So now that we have the back and the front stripes already complete, let's move on to the other side, which is the same thing that I'm doing, so I'm not gonna be really explaining it that much. So go ahead and select all of them right here. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure you get that back side. We could just drag it like that. Cut and sew. Yes. Drag the materials. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. Now we got the front. So now we actually need to make the waistband. So in order to make the waistband, we're gonna select the top and we're gonna offset pattern outline. It's the same thing as offset and internal line, but now we're going outward. So offset pattern outline. Want the waistband to be like 20. Let's make it 25. 25. Curate internal line. Hit OK. Now you wanna drag. Make sure you click these because now we have to cut it. Now we're gonna cut and sew. All right, we're gonna make this just a little bit longer. So go ahead and select these. Let's drop it down just a little bit. You feel me? Just a little bit right there. And we also want to add some elastic to it. Let's go like 17. Drop it down. All right, so they're not currently sewn together, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and quickly sew them together. Boom, boom. Go ahead and have to make sure that they're sewn. All right, it's looking good. It's looking good. Now for the waistband, we're going to actually add the rib to it. So go ahead and add your rib. And the rib is just this material right here. That makes it look just a little bit better. Boy, let's go, let's go. So we're just adding the rib, and then the light rib, boom. All right, so now let's activate our jersey to see how it looks together with the shorts. Go ahead and hit Z, right click, show 3D pattern. There you go. All right. So now that we have our jersey complete and our shorts complete, let's go ahead and make the leg sleeve and also the arm sleeve, which is extremely easy. So you actually want to measure this. I want to say about 3 and then down about that much. Make sure you're using the fabric. Then you want to hit X, just put it in just a little bit, right? So it's right here. Shift F, click this, boom. All right, go ahead and sew that together. All right, it's a little too skinny. So just extend it out a little bit more. Turn it just a little bit like that. There you go. And just pull it out like that. All right, it's a little long. So let's bring this up. All right, so we're going to keep bringing this up. There you go. Just a little bit of wrinkles, not too much. Now we're going to actually duplicate this. Control C, Control V. Going to make it just a little bit wider and a little bit longer for the legs. And then you want to hit Shift F, put it right over the leg. We also want to put this on layer -2. Layer -2. So that means it's going to be behind the shorts, so it's not interceding with anything. Now sometimes you will get situation like this. Best thing is just to keep going or just make it a little bit bigger like that. And then once it's on, just put it back smaller. All right, go ahead and edit the length. I will make the top a little bit skinnier and the bottom a little more skinnier also. There we go. Now we got that leg sleeve. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the sock. So if we look at our reference over here, so this is how the sock looks. I know it looks a little weird, but trust me, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out looking real good. You feel me? All right, so the way we're gonna do the sock is a little bit different on how we've been doing the other patterns, right? We're gonna make a rectangle about 3 by 2. Make sure you're on the fabrics. All right, so you want to go to external polygon line and you want to do it right down the middle. Boom. Then you want to make the first, which is the back right here. Boom, about this high, about this wide. Double click. Now the good thing about this, you could just Control C, Control V, slide it right here. Boom. Control C, Control V, put it right here, and then rotate it. And then Control C, Control V, slide it over. Control V, slide it over. Make sure the points are matched up. There we go. Actually, this one's a little crooked. Control C, Control V. All right, there we go. So now we want to make some curve adjustments to the bottom. So what we're going to do is turn these two into curve points, right? Hit V, just bring it in. Just bring it in like that. Here we go. Same thing we want to do for here. Convert the curve points. I see we could just go ahead and select all of these. Convert the curve points. There we go. Now we just want to edit it till it looks like what we see in the image. Now you want to make sure that these are also the same length. That's very important when we're doing these socks. All right, it's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Want to click your lines. Let's do this one by one. So before we actually cut these patterns out of this rectangle that we made, we actually have to merge these points here. So go ahead and merge the point. Let it load a little bit. Merge the point, merge the point, merge the point, merge the point. Bring this up a little bit and then merge the point. So now that everything is merged, now we can click these and hit cut. There we go. Now we have to repeat that same process for these two. Cut. There we go. And final piece, hit cut. All right, so we can go ahead and delete this rectangle front of the sock. Let's line these up. I'm gonna make these just a little bit bigger, just like that. So now you want to take this up, Shift F, bring this clip right there. Now there's a tool where we can actually fold, which is called the fold arrangement tool. So you want to take this line just like that and then drag it down. Then you want to take the back. Want to go ahead and flip this around that. Then you want to take the bottom. Okay, so these pieces are a little too small for his feet, so we're just gonna go ahead and make some adjustments. It's that larger, much better. So let's make it even bigger. All right, so this is how the sewing is gonna go down. Gonna hit N. So you want this piece, oh that's opposite, we want this piece to right here, this to the back, this to here. Make sure all the segments are good. We want this one to right here. So now if we simulate this, oh, hold on. So you see how this is crossing right here? We actually don't want that. So that's over here. So let's re-sew that. Now it's straight. So you want to simulate. There we go. Just got to fix it a little bit. Thickness, hit 1.5. Click should be a little bit better. Sometimes you just gotta mess around with it. All right, so now all we have to do is select all of it. Symmetric pattern with sewing. All right, there you go. Now we got two socks. There we go, guys. Let's just recap what we worked on today. We worked on the jersey, which is up here. There you go. Make sure it looks good. Worked on the shorts, worked on the sleeve, worked on the socks, and worked on the leg hole. Now, before we go, we just want to test this out. Want to go to avatar, male, and go to pose. Let's do a running pose. All right, there we go. think it came out decent. Thank you so much for tuning. Whoa. Hold on. Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Don't worry, there will be more tutorials, and anything that you want me to go more in depth into, go ahead and leave in the comment section. I'll be going over texturing and Substance Painter, UV editing, a lot of technical stuff. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Alright, you guys have a blessed year.